Cleanup is not the solution to the plastic pollution problem. It is just a bandage on an ever-growing crisis. And so at Sungai Watch, we go even a step further than just cleanups, and we analyze a sample of the waste that we collect from the field. We have 5 of these sorting stations in Bali, and we have 3 sorting stations in Java. Every month, we take a sample from each of these sorting stations, and we analyze every single brand from that sample. So that allows us to really understand the patterns of consumption and the brands that are being the most consumed in this region. This year is the first time that we have a sample that is much bigger and that is happening outside of Bali. So we are able to start comparing Balinese consumption and East Java consumption as well, which is fascinating because we see very much different trends. So while our brand audit focuses on plastic pollution within Indonesia, it is important to be reminded that within our list of the top 5 polluters, we don't only have big Indonesian conglomerates, but we also have big international multinationals that usually have their headquarters in Europe. So it is all of our responsibility to continue pushing and bringing that pressure to these companies, because we have to remember that when a plastic packaging that was used just for a few seconds ends up in the river and then in the ocean, we are all affected by it. Every year, we publish this annual report of the top polluters in the different regions where we are present in, to not just point fingers, but to be able to hold these companies accountable. Because we often hear this pollution crisis is because of people not being aware enough. But in our opinion, it is very much because companies are producing so much single-use plastic that is thrown and leaked into the environment because of a lack of waste management infrastructure. Our main goal with this report is to hold companies accountable, and that's why we will this year publish all of the raw data to be extremely transparent and to see all of the brands that are owned by these bigger corporations. And then the second main focus is to share this data with the government so that they can also help us hold these companies accountable and responsible and implement some strict regulations that are already existing in other countries like the Philippines. And so we really much encourage the Indonesian government to be able to follow this example with everything that is extended producer responsibility driven and focused.